welcome to another episode of Fun Without Knives. Now, this little wood structure you're looking at is something I built out of those pallets I was talking about a couple videos back. Now, I didn't get to show you guys when it was initially complete because I was kind of bound for time. But anyway, I just wanted to make a short video here to ask you guys' opinion and see what you thought about this, because this is my little shooting target stand. I made this to hold steel and paper and all sorts of other different targets to take to the range. And yesterday I took it to the range and it actually performed okay. And I had someone comment about pieces of the lead projectile, i.e. the bullet, as it came in, it was going to really spread out. And I was hoping that most of those pieces of lead, as the bullet broke apart after it hit the steel, would go in this area. That's why I built it kind of open. But that was not the case. So first, let me go over the construction. It was just the pieces of the pallet. These are just kind of 2x4s, and then I bought some of these things. These are just brackets or braces, whatever you want to call them. So the T themselves, actually this shape, is actually really sturdy. Now I used the same sort of thing here, more braces, but I did not realize that. I mean, I only have an 8-inch steel and like a 4-inch steel, so it wasn't a ton of weight, but this wood up here is pretty soft. You can see here's some of the string marks from hanging that steel in there. You can see how just the weight of the steel kind of dug into that. Now, obviously you can tell this is kind of skewed because it's not quite as tough as it should be. It wasn't as solid, but then again, this is a learning process. I didn't look up anything before I made this. I just kind of screwed it together and would hope that it worked. Now, this project I'm going to call a success because it worked. It held the steel didn't fall off, all my targets stayed on there. It worked for the range trip, but I'm afraid it's not quite as durable as I thought. You can see here it's kind of leaning, and really the main problem is that I believe it's called spalling or whatever. When that bullet breaks apart, it sends all these tiny little lead fragments away from the steel. Since the lead is so much softer, there's even pieces of jacket here. If I can yank that out, look at that piece of cardboard jacket, and it's gone. There's a big piece of jacket right there. But anyways, it just completely tore up. I wish I could show you guys that a little bit better. The underside of the target. Now, it is breaking apart a little bit, and I'm a little worried about its longevity. Now, there's a couple of ways I can fix this, and yes, I could have built this much better, much sturdier from the get-go. It was just kind of a short project to see if I could do it. This was really just trying to transform a thought into reality, and it worked okay, but I definitely want to improve on it because I am going to go back to the range fairly soon. Now, my initial thoughts here was if I was shooting from this direction, and the steel is going to be hanging right around here, the bullet is hitting it and basically exploding in all different directions when I thought it would go mainly down, when it didn't, and just went everywhere. Now, my initial thought here is to set the steel back. You can see here, this is directly underneath the wood. I want to set it back 4-6 inches or something. So I should build something on top here that extends the target out. That way, when the bullet hits here, it explodes. It's not hitting anything, or breaks apart rather. It doesn't actually explode. The bullet just kind of fragments. But as it breaks apart, it's not going to hit this part of the structure, this part of the structure, or this part of the structure. It'll slightly hit down here and here, which I think I'm okay with. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably going to make fun of me for this design, but let me know how I can improve on it. Now, I can always swap this piece of wood out. That's not a big deal. As you can see, I was even too lazy to take the nails out. Just kind of pounded them in. Like I said, this was an hour project or so, but I definitely need to support this a little bit better. You can see it's kind of rotating off of the braces, and the whole thing's wobbly as hell. So maybe I'll buy a couple more braces and kind of loop them over here, have some L braces there, really solidify that down, and then build something off the back. But I'll wait to get building until I have some input from you guys, because some of you guys are much more experienced shooters and perhaps target builders than I am. So yeah, thanks guys. And should I say, remember, have fun with your guns, since this is kind of a gun episode, but we'll call this Fun Without Knives. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and remember, have fun with the guns.